Nice, that was cool. I got that weird book. Okay, 30th of January. So, the two places that seem to be standing out to me is... Is there a church somewhere? No. So the halls, that definitely needs a visit, I think, at some point. Palais de Louvre? Look at the library, palace... Notre Dame. Yeah, I've been recommended to visit that place. Let's do that. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the great atrium of Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer wall. Unperturbed, a handful of devotees are silently kneeled in thought. Here for a little prayer, are we? I've got no idea you were the religious type. I want to check out this evidence. No, not these guys, not that. This one. Yeah, a collection of Bible's Old Testament, given to you by Fontaine. Actually, also the characters. There's quite a few gaps here. People we've yet to meet. So that's at least 7 more people. Okay. So we got the book, and hopefully we can meet the friar and he can lead us on to the next thing we need to do. Don't be silly, I'm following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mystery friar. Do you think it's the hunched over fellow over there? I bet it's him. He looks super suspicious. It could be. Let's show some tact. Excuse me, Monsieur Friar. Sparrowson doesn't do tact. Do you know what tact is? He does look suspicious. Welcome, my brothers. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins, or perhaps you wish to join our services? It's Frere Remus, Brother Remus. Actually, Friar, we're here because Falcon, that friar, he looks eerily familiar. Does he? Let's go with it. Now that you mention it, he does look a little like the guy who delivers our post, doesn't he? That's not who I meant. How does he look anything like our postman? Am I going mad? Your friend appears to be upset. Don't mind him. He's just in a huff because he thinks you look like a judge we once met. Judge Romulus? I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see. Oh, wow. Oh, good. I'm not going mad. Friar, would you say that you had a good relationship with Romulus? We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks. I see. I didn't mean to pry. It's no trouble, but tell me, why are you here, my brothers? Oh, right. We got a couple of questions. What's with the scaffolding? What's with all the scaffolding? Is it some sort of construction work? That's right, a little repair, a little renovation. It's no secret that the cathedral has seen better days. The cult of reason did a lot of damage back in the days of the revolution. But now we're well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory. The cult of reason. The religion of Christianity. Hey Falcon, what's the difference between religion and a cult? Okay, don't be rude, Sparrowson. Ah, don't worry, my brother. I understand how it is. To a young person, all ideologies look like gobbledygook in different packaging, don't they? Pretty much. And then maybe you'll come to learn the differences as you grow up. I promise, some ideologies are worth following to the very end. But let's not talk any more about cults and ideologies. Did you want anything else? Can you take a look at this? Friar, we have something we'd like to show you. Yeah, we got the Book of Judges of the Old Testament. Could you take a look at this? We heard that you could give special passage readings. Oh, I see. You have your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you'll find that chapter 15, verse 11 to be particularly enlightening. Let's see. Chapter 15. This chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by men who are angered by Samson's notion of justice. Please could you read the passage? Okay, 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of Rock Etam. They said to Samson, knowest thou... Wow, I'm not used to this kind of speak. Okay, they said to Samson, knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? And Samson said unto them, as they did unto me, so I have done unto them. A beautiful sentence. What? That's revenge, isn't it? Basically. Let's keep the guy sweet. It's poetic. A beautiful summation of justice. You understand the passage? That's delightful to hear. Yeah, Samson was a great judge. Not a judge of today who sits on a high chair and files endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge, a shofit. Shofits were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishments. I'm starting to ramble. Okay, let's get back on point. The key word of the day is Etam. That's the name of the cave where Samson hid, the rock of Etam. Got it, I'll make a note. It's like backwards mate, but I'm confused. What do we do with the keyword? That's for you to learn on your own, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I'm sure that if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth. We'll see what you can do. Is there anything else? Perhaps you wish to make a confession? I think we're good. Thank you for your time, Friar. Go in peace, my brothers. Okay, so Etam. I'm going to write that down, just in case I need it for real. Okay, so what have we got? We got the library, the Palace of Justice, the Chocolate Emporium. We don't need to go to the bar for a while. The Associates, and let's go visit our friend, Mr. Fox. Oh, looking very dapper now. Renard. Whoa, this is most unexpected. Monsieur Falcon Sparrison, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, but first things first. Mousy, would you kindly fetch our guest some tea? Of course, Monsieur Vulpes, of course. Monsieur, what sort of tea would you like? Chamomile Darjeeling, maybe. Let's go for chamomile, I don't know, whatever. Chamomile sounds good to me, thanks, Mousy. Sure, I could go for some chamomile too. Okay, one pot coming right up. Let's get down to business. What is it you two came here for? We have a couple of questions. Have you heard the rumour of an uprising? Of course he has. These days, a man can't walk into a tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolt. I dare say that Paris may find itself in the midst of yet another revolution before the end of winter. But what can you tell us about the dissenters specifically? Do you know where they're meeting? I'm afraid I only know what you read in the papers. I know anti-government protesters were meeting out in the open until the government clamped down on large public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went? I see. Perhaps I can assist you with something else. Have you heard of the Croque Monsieur? And no, we aren't talking about the sandwich, unfortunately. The Croque Monsieur. Are you referring to the black market salesman, the man who claims to be able to procure anything no matter how illegal? That's the one. Do you know him? Me, personally, no, monsieur. I just know of his vile reputation. I see. Do you have any idea how we can find him? Go on, refer me to someone. You gotta give me something. Meeting him face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody. I know. I shall do a little investigative work of my own. Come back in 3 days and I will tell you where and when you can find him. That's enormous help. Thank you, monsieur. Of course there's a price. How much? It's just a small fee, a mere 30 francs. We saved your derriere over that Prince 1 business. Is there any way to show your gratitude? Monsieur Volps, you must understand this is no personal errand. We are investigating on behalf of king and country. I'm sure your intentions are noble, but I'm running a business. A fox has to eat. 30 francs, and I guarantee I will find you Croque Monsieur. That's my final offer. What do you say? Look, I got 133. I can do that. We'll take it. Here you go. Very good. As I promised, return in 3 days or later, and I will tell you where the Croque Monsieur can be found. Rest assured, I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence. I expect nothing else. Thank you, Monsieur Vulpes. It is my pleasure. Was there anything else? No, I think we're good. That is all. Have a pleasant day. As to you, monsieur. The tea's ready. I'm afraid you're too slow. Oh, bollocks. Okay, so that was the January the 1st. It's now February the 1st. So if I go back from February the 3rd onwards, that should get my answers there. Where next? Let's go to the chateau. I don't know, it seems like a dead end. Maybe I can get a copper pot. I'm not sure. I do still need to pick one of those up. There you are, I remember you. You guys can help me out with this little dilemma. What have you got? Which country is better, Great Britain or America? Oh, Oh, wow. I'm gonna go Britain. Not because I'm British, but it's more in keeping with the Victorian style, I feel. Also, I'm British. Putting aside all prejudices, the British Empire is magnificent. I suspect that it will continue to prosper for years to come. USA is still a young nation, anything could happen. You think Britain's a safer option, yet I suppose it would make for a shorter trip. What's that about? Well, I'm thinking of taking a trip, a long trip. Everywhere I go in Paris, people are angry and depressed. It's like violence is about to break out at any moment. I've saved up enough. I'm going to get out of here, follow my dream of starting a new life overseas. Cool. Who's going to look after the chateau? Well, what with the Baron's passing... Oh, he got executed! Oh! They've decided to auction off the estate. I think the de Miels are showing some interest in the household, so I guess they can handle the household duties themselves. The de Miels, interesting. Anyway, this might be the last time we'll see each other, so I'll just say au revoir, Sparrowson. Au revoir, Monsieur Falcon. Farewell. I wish you a pleasant voyage. So long. Don't let those limeys push you around. Hey Falcon, I think we forgot something. What's that? The rebels, the Croque Monsieur, all that juicy investigation stuff. We're supposed to be asking questions. Oh yeah, that completely slipped my mind. No matter. Killian didn't seem the type to get involved with rebels and arms dealers. She probably knew nothing. I suppose, in any case, she seems to be the only one with enough sense to escape before the violence starts. Yeah. That was a dead end. I shouldn't have gone there. Shit. Let's go to the library. Library's got, I don't know, books and stuff. Who knows? Time to hit the books, am I right? If you're looking for the Croque Monsieur recipes, look in the cooking section. We're not here for recipes. This librarian fellow seems pretty intelligent. If there's something we've overlooked, he would know. Would you mind lowering your voices? You're disturbing me during my daily crossword. Oh, I should have known. It's the Harlequins. The Chokers. Good to see you, Monsieur. We got some questions. Of course you do. Fine, let's get this over with so I can get back to my puzzle. Do you know about the uprising? An uprising? Would you care to be more specific? A Paris uprising? You can't be serious. You want me to talk about every rebellion, revolution and revolt in Paris has ever been through? We'd be here all night. What about an uprising that hasn't happened yet? A future uprising? I read the newspapers. The government tries to strangle the media, but the truth shines through the gaps of censorship. The citizens' contempt for our current leaders is blatant. A future revolt is a very real possibility. That's all I know. I see. Let's try. Let's ask about the Croque Monsieur. Go on. Have you heard of him? The sandwich? Of course I've heard of it. No, I mean the person. No, it doesn't ring any bells. I'm familiar with the Earl of Sandwich, if that's any help. Wait, you can become an Earl of Food now? I'm in the wrong profession. Never mind, we'll try something else. Ah, another dead end. Clearly we're barking up the wrong tree. Thanks for your time anyway. I bid you good day. Yeah, we've hit a block in our investigations. We need to go somewhere else. What's the atelier? No, we don't want that. Let's go the halls. We definitely need to go here, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we need a copper pot and a piece of string. What options do we have? I see. Sacha Spider's silverware store. Too pricey. Let's take it down a notch. Okay, how about the place over there? Harry Hippopotamus's Pottery and Haberdashery. That name just rolls off the tongue. Still too pricey. We're buying from a mad scientist, not for the Queen of England. What about the little stand? Rue's Odds and Ends. We were referred to that. It looks cheap. And I even see a copper kettle in the back. Now we're talking. Excuse me, madame. Oh, it's her! Those two look familiar. I recognise you. Weren't you begging outside Chateau Clunier a couple of weeks ago? Yeah, that was us. Thanks for your generosity, monsieur. We put your money to good use. We started a business at Rue's Odds and Ends. We sell everything. I suppose the congratulations are in order. It's no small feat to pull yourself out of the streets in today's economy. So, do we get a discount? Well, we did help kickstart your little enterprise. I suppose we are investors of sorts. Sorry, monsieur, no discounts. You gave us a donation out of generosity of your hearts. Because you're such nice people. But maybe we can help you out. What do you need? We want the kettle. We got string. We're good for string. We see a copper kettle in your store. How much is it? 30 francs. Come on, please knock the price down. 30 francs, that's far too much. But this kettle's super fancy. Look at all them engravings. It's nice and stout. Look at the handle. Look at the spout. Something like this you can sip your tea while pretending to be a hoity-toity bourgeois. Yeah, it's very fancy, but it's more than we can afford. How does 20 francs sound? I'm not bartering, monsieur. It's 30 francs or nothing. We'll take it. Okay, here's your money. And here's your kettle. Pleasure doing business. Was there anything else? We're done. Be sure to come back. No. Oh, come on, we could have got a discount. Okay, so let's go to the engineer. We've got our stuff, so hopefully he can now build his invention. Knock knock, come in. It's you two. Have you managed to gather the materials I need? Yes, monsieur. The string and copper pot, exactly as described. Here you go. What? What's this? A fancy kettle? It's made of copper, I suppose, but it's an odd choice. It was a little tricky to procure the necessary items, but with a bit of asking around, we managed to find suitable substitutes. There's a dreadnought store down the street that sells string and discounted copper pots and the like. I assumed you would have gone shopping there. Why didn't you tell us that? Well, no matter. Give me a minute. I'll finish assembling the device. Smash, smash. Come on. What have we got? What is it anyway? Ta-da. May I proudly present to you Gustave Trouvé's magnificent Explorer Extractor surgical device. Trademarked. Patent pending. It looks like a pair of kitchen tongs hooked up to a stewing pot. Agreed. I wasn't expecting something so low-tech and, well, bad. Well, perhaps a demonstration is in order. One moment, if you please. Your falcon. That thing looks like junk. This whole fetch quest has been a waste of our time. I suspected the man was delusional from the start. It explained why he was being treated by a mental health professional. Oh, there's nothing to be done. Let's just humour Gustave until we get the opportunity to leave. Cut our losses. What about my debt? Time for a demonstration. Get ready to have your stockings blown off, monsieur. Here, one piece of meat. Imagine, if you will, that this is a soldier. Okay, the meat is a soldier. An oddly shaped and potentially tasty one. Here we have a small piece of iron, like a musket ball. So our soldier is wandering through a battlefield, not caring the world, and all of a sudden, bam! The person's been shot. The musket ball has been embedded in the man's flesh. I'm scared, Falcon. He slammed that metal meat like a madman. Quick, monsieur. You're a battlefield medic. The soldier is wounded, and you have precious little time. What do we do? Too late, he's gone. Alright, battlefield surgery. Let's do it. Oh, I'm no surgeon, but I think most doctors would feel around for the musket ball fragments and then carefully use a scalpel. How archaic. How slow. How imprecise. Now, I hear you wondering, Monsieur Trouvé, surely there must be a better way. Oh, I've hit the wrong thing. I wasn't. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the Explorer Extractor. Watch as I power up the device. And then as I move the detector component over the meat. Is that thing humming? It is, monsieur. When the electromagnetic component of the Explorer Extractor detects a piece of iron, the device vibrates and emits a soft hum. I must say, I'm actually impressed. A device that can detect metal beneath flesh. That's innovative. I've never heard of such a thing before. Yeah, but why limit it to battlefield surgery? You could repurpose that thing to become a treasure hunting device. That would make you really rich. Hold your horses, monsieur. Hold your horses. I'm not done yet. You've only seen half of the device's capabilities, the exploration part. Now witness the second part. Extraction. Did that thing just... Yeah, it sucked the bullet out like a pip from a grapefruit. Behold, the original piece of iron removed swiftly and precisely from the flesh. What do you think? Pretty revolutionary, huh? I think that meat looks a lot less appetizing than before. It's practically exploded. I have no idea what to think. Monsieur Trouvé, you are a strange and mildly terrifying individual, but I cannot fault the innovation of your device. We shall pass it along to Dr. Fulret and let him decide its worth. Thank you. I'm sure the good doctor would approve. I'm hungry. Let's pick up some steaks. Let's not. Okay, so we've got the invention device. Hopefully this whole thing hasn't been a wild goose chase. Oh, La Lyon. What's this? Is the room to your liking, mademoiselle? It's Beaumont. Don't call me that. My apologies, madame. But what are your thoughts? Is the room suitable? It's dark, cramped, and more than a little macabre, but it will do. Excellent. I have hired private security to guard the entrance 24 hours a day. Rest assured your weapons are safe. Is she the leader of the revolutionaries? Tell me, Friar, are we doing the right thing? Of course we are, madame. There cannot be change without bloodshed, no revolution without revolution. Surely you aren't having second thoughts? Of course not. I want nothing more than to serve justice to the corrupted rulers of the country. But when the time comes, I'll be the one to pull the trigger. It's definitely... yeah, that friar. We knew he was dodgy. Okay. The Louvre Palace. We don't want to go there. The hospital. Let's go. You've returned. Were you successful? Well, Monsieur Trouvé didn't have any money, but he did give us something that he claimed to be extremely valuable. Go ahead, take it. He said that you could keep it. What is it? Monsieur Trouvé called it an explorer extractor. He said it would revolutionise the medical field. I don't quite understand how it works, but maybe I could demonstrate. If you got a piece of meat and a lump of metal handy. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Thrasson, I sent you to retrieve owed money. Instead, you returned several days later with a child's toy. Just forget it. Forget the whole task. It was foolish of me to rely on private attorneys, and it was foolish of me to assume that a crazed inventor would produce money when asked. Keep your toy. Good day, messieurs. So, do I get a discount? About that discount, mate. Ah, he's gone. Sorry, Sparrowson. It doesn't look like you'll be getting your discount. Well, there go my year's wages. So, what do we do now? Let's go back to investigating into the croque monsieur and the rebels, I assume. We've wasted precious time on this fool's errand. Hopefully it's not a fool's errand. We do have something to show for it. It's now the 5th of February. So, I should be able to return to Renard. And hopefully he's got some information for us. Monsieur Volpes, you've managed to dig up some good information, I trust. Oh. There is good news and bad news. Let's hear the good news. I found a way that you can meet Croque Monsieur. He lurks around the Rue de Marmozettes on Friday evening. Like the Monkey Road. That seems simple enough. What's the bad news? Croque Monsieur refuses to speak with anyone who does not know a secret password. And I'm afraid I was unable to procure that particular password. I see. That is a problem. I apologise, I could not be of more help. It is no problem. You've given us a fantastic lead. Rue de Marmozettes on Friday. I'll be there. And I think I know what the password is. Yes, we do. Wasn't it Etam? Come on, Falcon. Don't be a bird brain. I shan't delay you two any longer. I'm sure you've got a lot of investigative work to do. That we do. Thanks for all your help. Friday, I need to remember. Friday. Marmozettes. I'm writing this down. Marmozettes. Cool. So. Oh, it's Sunday. So we got the whole week to wait. Okay. So, in some ways, I guess we got time to kill. Got the prison, the Louvre, the Chocolate Emporium, and the Palace of Justice. Let's go to the Louvre. It's quite a big area. Could be all kinds of people there. Maybe the porcupine. Excuse me, madame, do you have a moment to talk about the cult of reason? Peddle your pyramid scheme to someone else, bud. I got a kid to feed. Madame, it's not a pyramid scheme. Take a leaflet at least. What about you, monsieur? Would you like to learn about the glorious teachings of Jacques Hebert? A cult, is it? Not today, monsieur. I've already been in my fair share of cults. But this cult is different. Talk to me. The member of Cult of Reason, huh? Strange. I thought that cult died out way back in the old revolution. Hey Falcon, that person. He looks like a run-of-the-mill cultist. I can see that, but doesn't his face look familiar to you? Very familiar. He does look... Actually, the resemblance is uncanny. Shall we get his attention? If we know each other, is he just going to run away? Uh-oh, he spotted us. What's gonna... He ran. He went. Wait, monsieur. We'd like a quick word. Teach us about the wonders of the Cult of Reason. He's con. I'm not going crazy. That guy was a spitting image as Judge Romulus, wasn't he? I can't deny the similarity, but then again, There are plenty of wolves in Paris. Maybe there's no link at all. Either way, we've got an investigation to conduct. Let's focus on that. Right, where shall we go? Yeah, lots of places to go to. Let's go to the... Where are we now? We're at the Grand Gallery. I'm not sure. Let's go to the gardens. Hey Falcon, that's our old friend. Oh, the photographer. You promised to get my photographs to put up in the Louvre. What happened with that? Where are my photographs, huh? Well, we've been a little distracted. We had this messy case, and now we're investigating stuff. But I guess we can fit in some time. Mon Dieu, forget it. I've only got another week to go, and then I'm done with this dumb job. What do you want? I haven't found any interesting bits of paper today, if that's what you're hoping for. Actually, we just want to ask a couple of questions, if you've got a moment. I've got a moment, but just the one. Do you know of the uprising? You mean like a rebellion? Yeah, I've heard rumours. There are a lot of uneasy people in Paris. What kind of rumours? Nothing specific. There's just a group planning to go for a huge protest before the end of February. Some might say it go violent. If you were wise, I'd probably fly out of the city as soon as possible. So people say, do you plan on leaving? I couldn't if I wanted to. No thanks to you guys. But in any case, I'm sticking around for the photograph opportunities. Wartime photography. Imagine the possibilities. Sounds profitable. Sounds like easy money. You betcha. Ka-ching. Did you want anything else? What's with the cult outside? Did you see the cultist in the plastic carousel? Yep, he's been hanging around all week. Today, he tried to hand me a leaflet, so I told him where to put it. And where would that be? What? Where did you tell him to put the leaflet? Oh, I see. Never mind. Monsieur Rubinho, what do you know about that guy? What's his story? How should I know? He's just a cultist loser. The Louvre attacks all types of crazies all the time. Gotcha. Did you two want something else? Oh, if you had the leaflet, that would have been useful. We'll let you get back to work, monsieur. So let's go back to the... Let's go to the Grand Gallery. Oh, it's the porcupine. Let's see. Who to question? Oh dear, it's these guys again. Keep it together, Eric. Maybe they won't recognise you. Excuse me, monsieur. It's us, the Philistines, remember? Were they talking to me? Yup, definitely. Okay, deep breaths. This guy's a nervous one. Hi, we got a couple of questions if it's no trouble. Oh, that's no trouble at all. Let's talk about the uprising. An uprising? You know, people getting angry, being violent, overthrowing the government, stuff like that. Goodness, no, I don't know anything about all that sort of thing. Never mind. What about the guy outside? The cultist? You mean that cult of reason fellow? Yeah. He accosted me a few days ago. We chatted for a while, not by choice, but because I didn't know how to get out of the conversation. It got a little out of hand. He insisted I take a pamphlet. Let's have a look. Be Your Own God, an introductory guide to the cult of reason by Jack Hebert. He even added his own signature at the bottom. To my newest, bestest bud, Eric. Happy reading this. Best wishes, Sylvius. Green ink. What a fiendish colour choice. That guy's such a slime ball. We aren't even close to bestest buddies. At least, we know the cultist name is Sylvius. Do you mind if we keep the pamphlet, monsieur? Be my guest, I don't want it. Cool, good evidence. Do you want something else? No, we're good. Thanks for that. Thank you for your time. No trouble at all. Let's go to the Salle de Tibes. Back in the old Salle de Tibes. I still don't see anybody around to interview. Yeah. I can't imagine this room being any use to us unless we need any priceless Roman artifacts. Okay, let's go back to the carousel. Are we done here? Yeah, I think we are. Let's make a move. Good call. We can always come back later if we've forgotten something. I think we got it all though. Monday, 7th of February. What are our options? The Louvre, we don't need to go to there. We don't need to go to the bar. What have we got? The prison, the chocolate shop, and the... Yeah, let's go to the courthouse. Who's this guy? Judge Maxime. Hello, Monsieur Falcon, and I got the name wrong. Sparaton, right, Sparaton. Still got it wrong. You Honor, we heard that you had an accident with a flight of stairs. It's good to see you back on your feet. Oh yeah, this guy got pushed down the stairs, didn't he? So the other judge took his place. A flight of stairs? No, I was actually assaulted, if you can believe that. I can believe that. Yeah, I can as well. I was just standing by the Seine, minding my own business, and next thing I know, I was on a riverbank 100 kilometres downstream. That sounds familiar. Happened to Falcon. When I awoke, I had a mild case of amnesia. I thought I was an axolotl accountant. It took 2 weeks for me to return to full mental health. In any case, Your Honour, it's good to see you back and healthy. Would you mind if we ran a couple of questions by you as part of an investigation we are undertaking? By all means, ask away. Have you heard of the Croque Monsieur? You're referring to the arms dealer, aren't you? Yeah. Have you ever convicted him? No way, the man is notoriously unfindable and uncatchable. I don't think anyone working in law enforcement has ever so much as seen his face. That is crazy. Well, there's no reason why we can't be the first to stop him, right? Have you heard of the rumours? Of course, tons. You got no idea how many criminals rant about bringing down the government. You know, I was the one in charge of prosecuting the ones behind the June Days uprising of 32. That was some messy legal work. What about recently? Have you had anyone talk of anything specific? Well, I'm not attached to the case, but I hear that imposter, Judge Romulus, had some very strange things to say. Cults, anarchy, fire and gunpowder. The man is not mentally stable. We knew that much already. Okay, that's cool. That is all. Thank you for your time. Any time, monsieur. New day. Now, Tuesday. Yeah, let's go to the conciergerie, the prison, because that guy bribed his way out. So maybe the guy who got bribed is still there. Why did we come here? We don't have a client to defend. I had a thought. If we want to find criminals, we should probably talk to a person who deals with them every day. You're looking for Quark, that pesky jailer. Where is he? It could be his day off. Maybe we should come back another time. What? We just used a day on that. Oh, waste of time. Okay, Wednesday, February the 9th. The options are... Oh, Rue de Marmozettes. I thought it was on Fridays we're supposed to go. Never mind. We'll go for it. Oh, shit. It's a cutscene. There he is. That's the rooster who shot the Croque Monsieur. Oh! My boy. I think we're getting close to unravelling the whole rebellion nonsense. Maybe? Let's not dawdle, Sparrowson. We're nearly there. Alright, just let me deal with the letter first. Spam? Is it spam? I don't think so. It's from Kokoriko. Severin, go ahead. Let's hear it. JJ, if this letter reaches you uninterrupted, then that means I have been captured or killed by rebels. That's not a good start to a letter. Last evening, the inspector gave me a tip-off at the midnight trade between the rebels of the Croque Monsieur on the Rue de Marmozettes. I intend to watch from the shadows, but I know that such a mission is a dangerous one. Wish me luck. If this is the class correspondence you'll ever hear from me, then I suppose I should end on a positive note. Falcon, you are a good friend and an excellent lawyer. I'm sorry for belittling you all these years. Kind regards, Severin Kokoriko. That's a sour letter to read. Is this for real? No way. This letter has to be some sort of setup. It's Severin's handwriting. There's no mistake. Where do you think he is? I don't know. Why would he go alone? I don't know. But we have to go help him, right? I mean, if that trade was at midnight last night and it's 10 o'clock now, he might still be okay. I don't know. Come on, Falcon. Pull yourself together. We've got to act fast while there's still time on the clock. Sparrowson, I've got a bad feeling. Well, me too. This letter is terrifying stuff. No, you don't understand. I know that if Severin isn't already dead by now, he will be very soon, and there's nothing we can do about it. What are you talking about? You don't know that. I do. I am certain. We've messed up. We've missed something. We've overlooked something vital, and now Severin's fate is sealed. Really? Have I messed up? You're spouting defeatist nonsense. Come on, Falcon, let's go visit Rue de Marmozettes. We might get a clue. Come on, Sparrowson, keep up. Oh, yeah. No time for wheezing. If Kokoriko was last seen around here, there has to be a clue. Right. Select an area to examine. Okay. There's nothing here. There's a pool of blood. It looks fresh. Kokorigos? I see drag marks heading toward the tunnel which leads straight to the Seine. That's not good. If I had to guess, someone was killed here last night and their body was hastily disposed of in the river. This is a real crime scene. I see several sets of bloodied footprints too. Some are faint, but they head that way toward the main road, so you could still be alive. Let's see where the footprints go. They go to Notre Dame. Okay. Oh shit! Here, the footsteps lead to Notre Dame. Our Lady, that seems that way. Incroyable. Where's a friar when you need one? Forget the friar. Let's keep following the blood trail to see where it ends up. Wait a minute, Falcon. Shouldn't we get the police involved before we go any further? The police can't be trusted. Yeah, I'm going for it. You remember what Severin wrote in his letter? The inspector was the one who gave him the tip-off. What are you saying? You think the police are in on this? At this point, anything's possible. We have to stay focused on the trail. Wait up. Where does that lead?